sometimes simple is best. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to put together a very simple routine that you're going to want to do over and over again. And it is really, really super easy and very doable. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to just really take this very easy, like I said, a simplistic, minimalist type of lifestyle is something that I really, really love. I've been living very minimalist for a lot of my life. It's just something that's very easy for me. Except when I had kids, maybe I had, wasn't exactly so minimalist, but definitely now that it's just me and my husband around the house, I have definitely adapted to a very simple kind of lifestyle. My kitchen is very simple. I have very simple decorations in my house, very clean lines, and even my closet, very simple. I don't have an overabundance of clothes and overabundance of shoes. I just try to work with some of the things that I already have and try to mix and match them. And that's probably another video in the making that I'll probably end up doing. But anyway, so today we're going to talk about simple minimalist makeup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off just doing a little moisturizer because I haven't done that yet today. Really, really essential to make sure that you have a really good moisturizer underneath your makeup so that your makeup goes on really, really nice. Definitely important. Now, the thing with a simple lifestyle is I always think of it as trying to use whatever you do have and sort of recycle it, repurpose things, and sort of find new ways to use things that are already in your, either on your makeup table or in your closet, like I said. And I'm really into doing that. I'm really into sort of making the old new. And like I'll take jewelry that I've had forever that I never get rid of, and I'll just sort of repurpose it and just make it something that I really want to use in different ways. All right, so I went ahead and did the moisturizer. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a nice cream foundation. And again, I don't have a lot of different foundations. I just buy one that I like. I find one that I like, and then I just buy it. And I just find one that I love for all different occasions. For foundation, I really only need to use one, and I like this cream one a lot. This is one of the steps that I do like to do. It gives me like a nice kind of minimalist sort of coverage. It's very light, very airy, and I always recommend that you find something that really works well with your skin. And like I said, I'm sort of a creature of habit. I just stick with whatever works and I go with it. Anyway, so I want to know, are you all into simple lifestyle? Are you into minimalist? Are you into recycling? I mean, all those things kind of work together. They sort of work hand in hand. And I just kind of like that. I think it's economically it's good for me, but also like it's good for the environment when you recycle, that kind of thing. My next step is, obviously I'm going to put on a little blush. I like to put on a little bit of color. And I kind of like the simple look. I think we're kind of getting back to that, to be honest with you. It's sort of like the 80s were sort of, everything was big, everything was out there, right? We had lots of different makeup colors. Everything was very colorful. And then I feel like when we got into the 90s, we kind of got into sort of, like I said, clean lines. Everything was brought back to like earth tones, and everything was just a little bit easier. People were wearing just a few outfits and mixing and matching pieces and things like that. So I think we're sort of getting back to the 90s era of doing things. That's what I kind of feel like is the trend now. So that's why I'm doing a video on very simple, clean, easy makeup. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do our eyebrows. Again, just filling them in. We're not gonna go too crazy. I remember there was a time when, I don't know if you remember this, remember when big eyebrows were the thing? It's probably about maybe 15 years ago. And now I feel like it's just something that, not quite out there, but I just fill in my eyebrows just to make them look like I'm not losing my hair. So I just take my natural brow line and then I just kind of just follow it with my powder. I use the powder because that's just my preference. And as you can see, I use quite a bit of it. And this palette is so old, but even though I use it all the time, I don't use that much of it. That's why I buy the powder. It usually lasts a long, long time. All right, so far, so good. We have a couple of other things. Now we're gonna go ahead and do my eyelashes. So yes, so I happen to really love the clean look. And it's so funny because, I don't know, I think it's just part of me is just kind of always been the kind of person that was like super organized. I like to keep things clean and neat. And when things are not clean and neat, when things are kind of disheveled or disorganized, I don't really like that so much. So I'll go ahead and try to find the time and energy to sort of clean things up. Are you like that? Let me know, because I feel like sometimes I feel like I am unusual, but then I talk to other people and they're sort of similar. Especially as you get older in life, you start kind of valuing things a little bit differently. I know I do. I don't value things anymore. I value more time, and I think that's very common, especially when you get into either midlife or in your 60s. You get a little bit older. Obviously, you value time more because you're getting a little bit older and sort of realizing that time is really precious and stuff. We're just doing a regular simple eyelash. I like this mascara because it has a primer and a lash serum in it and the mascara. It's like kind of all in one. Again, find the tools that kind of works with you, where you don't need a bunch of different things. And that's part of the whole simplicity of it all. You see, I didn't do very much, but we're moving along and we're getting our face on. So anyway, so back to minimalist lifestyle. I happen to love the simple looks because, like I said before, I don't value things anymore too much. It's funny because now, like, even when people ask me, like my kids ask me, what do you want for Christmas or what do you want for your birthday? The only thing that I can really think of is time. Like I always tell them, just come over and just spend time with me, or just come over and let's just go somewhere, go out to dinner or go to a beach or something. It's always involving spending time. And I don't think I'm that unusual. I think a lot of people are like that. I think it's just a common thing that people are kind of moving towards. And it's funny because I'm finding that even with social media, that I want to scroll less on social media and use my time a little bit more valuably. If that's a word. So anyway, we're just finishing up those lashes. So you see, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit more put together. We're gonna finish up with a little bit of clear lip gloss. I think if you are gonna go out on a limb with your makeup, even if you wanna have a simple look, if you're gonna go wild or go out, do it with your lipstick. Do a red lip liner, do a clear lip gloss, whatever you want. But this is where you can kind of go a little bit crazy, introduce some color into your simple look. And that's kind of what I like to do, because I think you have a little more flexibility with your lipstick, and you can use that color as like an expression of your look. I'm just gonna go with clear today. But I'm a big fan of all the lip liners. I've got so many colors of lip liners where I have simple everything else. I have a ton of lip liners and I just kind of go crazy with that. That's usually how I express my color and a little bit more artistic flair to my makeup. So anyway, that's about it. That was really simple and easy. I just did a very quick, cream foundation. I just did my little blush. I did my eyebrows and some mascara. I look completely different. I feel different. I feel so much better. And I'm getting ready to go out and just start my day. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. Let me know, like, share, subscribe. Let me know in comments if you're feeling a little bit more simple as we get along later in life. And let's chit chat about it. So I will talk to you guys later, and I'll see you on the next video.